This is a virus. This is what a virus is supposed to be. This thing you see here. I don't know what that spike guy is. They call that spike protein. That's not what a virus is. A virus has all those injectors. I don't know what's going on with that thing. But I wanted to talk about emotions. Because I have a theory. I think that when people have their emotions all fucked up, or just because of the times we're in, different things where they're unaware of their mechanisms, or they just don't care, I think that causes a lot of witchcraft and magical sort of warfare that people aren't aware of. Like when you hate on somebody and you don't put any effort in to stop that hate yourself, I think you're allowing bad things to happen to someone else. And it's like a conveyor belt that's running inside of you. And your emotions are, I just saw a show, so I'll use this. This lady was throwing toluene on straw figures. And I guess at a certain point in time, the toluene just gets hot enough to ignite itself. Because that's what happened in her case. Now this virus guy lands on your cell, injects his little injector inside of it, and puts his DNA inside of there, like a little freak. And that's kind of what happens when your emotions manifest into, they're injected into the materialization process of the universe, which is man's psyche. Subconscious, unconscious, collective unconscious, collective. I don't think there's a collective subconscious. Of course, I could be wrong. So it's best for us to just raise our vibes and try to focus more on positive emotions like love, honor, virtue, things like that, because it's really not easy for humans at period. But it's not really all entirely our fault. A big part of it has to do with the fact that we're being parasited, for lack of a better term. I gotta bring this virus inside. Watch out, kitty. This capsid head. It's capsid head. Capsid head virus.
It looks like a dick.
If we took a little better care, of both ourselves and our mind. Whiskers. It's got whiskers too. My lord. What an animal. Look at this.
I thought those was his arms and his creepy ass legs.
How many balls you think it's got? It looks like a creepy
Rain Man would already know.
But we can focus on our emotions and, keep them a little more out of the gutter. And if we do that for ourselves and others of mankind, it would probably help us, each individual's own path, not to get all repeat Earth. You don't want to repeat the third density. You have to have 51% positive service to other to be in the positive graduation. The negatives have to be like 95% negative. It's a lot more negative. But it's pretty hard to be 51% service to someone else. But it's really not, because if some of the things you do for yourself are so that you can help other people. And this would be a very great service for people to do, because if you're not aware of your own ability, magic, and basically the psychological effect of it, because it's basically your emotions going out and then manifesting back at you. In the reality, it just happens very slow. So if you can make a determined work not to let yourself have negative emotions about anybody, and we've got some, it's really hard for me with this president situation and shit and all these people, but I'm going to try to make an active go at it, you know, to detangle myself from the negative emotions that I feel from what I'm seeing being going on, because I just don't need that shit, and I don't think anyone does.